Hi everyone, this is the core gameplay and today I'm going to bring you some Kensei gameplay against a Warden and a Raider. Now Wardens is actually one of my weaknesses since they do like to guard break you a lot, and for some reason they are actually quite fast to catch up on you. As you can see, that guy actually ran to me. I think he pressed shift and he unlocked, but anyway, they are actually quite fast and they do a lot of damage, and they have about 2 more bars of health more than the Kensei, so it's kinda risky for the Kensei to go up against him. So you actually have to keep your distance and hopefully you can get him. There I got the guy. I think I was very lucky. But yeah, I won this round. Let's see what happens in the second round. The second round I think I'm going to die. I don't know. I think so. I'm trying to keep my distance from this guy. I actually did a side dodge there. The Kensei is actually very good with these side dodges. Actually, usually you should do a side dodge and then do a light attack, which works very well. But at that time of this gameplay I didn't really know that, so I still have to practice with that. And my blocks and counter guard break is actually still very poorly here. I'm not that high level with this Kensei yet, so I'm actually just beginning to learn the Kensei here, but I wanted to share the gameplay, so why not. Here I try to close the distance by using my auto attacks, but that counter swipe of the Warden is actually very powerful. It gets me a lot. But I actually got this guy. Actually, I didn't remember that I got this guy here, but yeah, he's actually not that bad. For like we are both novice, but still he's like, I had to think to fight this guy. It wasn't easy for me. Now this map is actually one of the worst maps for me, since if you dodge backwards you're going to dodge into the rocks, or you can dodge into a tree. You see there's not many space for the Warden as well to go back and retreat to, and it's fairly wide, so you can dodge from side to side. Actually, I'm very impatient here. Usually my biggest mistake is when I get somebody near to death. I usually get very impatient, as you can see here. I don't take my time, I go in, I don't use my range, and then I actually get bullied down the Kensei. And for some reason the Kensei's grab or guard break doesn't work properly if you don't dodge. Sometimes he won't do it. So that's usually, I think it's a bug. So usually the range is too little if you don't dodge, or maybe something is up with the animation, I don't know. But light attacks do stop grabs, guard breaks I mean. I think this is the last round against this guy, which was kind of stressful since I do get impatient. I think it's the stress of having to kill the guy in my last round, and if I mess up then he's going to get another round. So I don't want that to happen, so I actually get a little bit nervous. There's that swipe again, that thing is so fast. The Kensei's zone attack is actually very slow, but I think it's longer range than, it's definitely longer range than the Warden's because he has a longer sword. But it's so slow, I think they should probably try to fix it. I don't know why they made it so slow. Oh, I lost. So now we're actually even, I think. So the final round is going to decide if I win or if I lose. This map is also very small. Dead pillars on the right hand side is actually very useful to take cover behind. As you can see, I only do heavy attacks mostly. It's because I don't have all my fingers. Like my right hand only have about 2 fingers. I have my thumb and 2 fingers are joined together, so yeah, I struggle with light attacks. And my dodge is also on my mouse. That fucking swipe. I actually enjoy it when I do like when I cancel my unblockable into a side on a swipe thing, because it usually catches people off guard and it's just like go into their rage. Now we're going to face this guy again. He's going to use his raider. I actually haven't played against a lot of raiders, but I do know they are pretty strong with their unblockable. They have an unblockable which they can do without even having to chain it, I think. Look, there's unblockable. He didn't even hit me once, but still, you could do it, and they actually very good at pushing people off breaches. So I'm actually a little bit scared for this breach. That swipe actually covers this whole breach. I actually should have kept range here. He actually got a great guard break in there. Counter guard break. I actually tried to guard break him there, but he stopped me with an attack. Going in for it. Missed him just. I think that move of the raider is actually a daze or a stun, which actually messes up your UI, so you can't see very well, so you can't block properly. I did have some connections issues, but before every round this will happen in this game, but I edited it out so we don't have to look at the loading screen all the time. But the rest of the rounds, actually in game it was fine. It was just at the start, maybe it was loading the map. Our connection wasn't the best here. I'm trying to outrange him. This guy never dodges for the unblockables. He always just takes it. But we both new to this game. Actually, I think this is my first day of playing, or maybe it's the second. I think it's the second. But I still wasn't very good with my blocks at all. In my last videos, where in the third day I was actually getting the hang of the blocks. I was actually trying to get it more often, and I got it actually more often. It felt actually this game feels actually so satisfying when you actually get a block. He's going to get me. Get a parry there. Unblockable. He actually dodged that time. Usually he doesn't dodge, he just takes it. I've got greedy as well. So I cut the loading screen out there because it was loading as well there. Luckily my attack was a little bit faster than his attack. So the Kensei can basically do, I think he can do 3 heavy attacks and 2 dodges, and he will be out of stamina. I did a side step there, side dodge, so his attack missed me. And done. So this was basically my video. Hope you enjoyed the Kensei against the Warden and the Raider. If you have any tips for the Kensei, please leave them in the comments, and I will see you in my next video.